Just off Times Square, one already big college football star will just climb into a completely different galaxy as winner of the Heisman Trophy for 2008. It all happens inside the Nokia Theater, and we know a quarterback will be honored for the 9th time in 10 years. All 3 finalists are quarterbacks, and none of the finalists is a senior. That's the first time it's ever happened in the 7+ decades of Heisman history. Welcome inside the theater, Chris Fowler, Lee Corso, and Kirk Herbstreit. Guys, you can make a great case. It's going to be a very, very tight Heisman vote. The Scripps Howard straw poll, which has been right 18 out of 21 years, has McCoy over Bradford by 1 point, with Tebow a close third. There was 98% Heisman vote return, highest in history, and 86% of the voters voted after Championship Saturday. Almost everybody, by the way, voted online. Lee Corso did not. It's so easy to build a case for all 3 of these quarterbacks, and so tough to really puncture holes in any of them, Lee.
Well, all 3 of them had great seasons, but let's Texas Colt McCoy. What separates him from the other 3 finals? The ability to run. Colt McCoy was the leading rusher on the Texas football team. He had 10 rushing touchdowns this year. He's a tremendous athlete. Also, if you remember in the Oklahoma game, which is the biggest game of the year, he had 25 points for Texas in the second half, 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal. The guy is a tremendous runner and a great passer. He had 277 passing in this one game, and the most important thing, he had 45. The other team had 35. Great effort by McCoy in that particular game.
Yeah, the quarterback on the other side that day, Sam Bradford. Think about what he did in the last 5 weeks of college football. Something we've never seen. Engineering an offense that scored over 60 points, 5 straight games. And you look at his numbers, guy has more touchdown passes than any quarterback that's ever won the Heisman Trophy. Enough said. I mean, what else do you need to hear about this guy? And like we talked about, he was very blessed to have a lot of talent around him, and he took full advantage of it. It just seemed like every time you watched Oklahoma, there were big plays, and there were touchdowns, and they scored in a hurry. And I just think that overall, the season that he had, despite the loss, you can make a very, very strong case, obviously, for Sam Bradford. And Chris, what about the guy who won it last year, Tim Tebow?
Well, he will not win the stats argument. The numbers are down a little bit from his Heisman campaign as a sophomore, but in that 9-game run after their 1 loss, he was fantastic as a runner and a passer. And remember, last year he won it. The Gators had 3 losses. This year, he's got him in the BCS championship game. That's very important. So will Tebow join Archie Griffin as the only 2-time winners of this award? Will Bradford clutch it in one hand with a cast in his other hand, as Tebow did last year? Or will Colt McCoy ease some of Texas's pain by winning the Heisman? 8 o'clock Eastern, Saturday night, the Heisman Trophy presentation presented by Nissan. Hope you'll join us.